John and Joe lived together in a small apartment, sharing the highs and lows of daily life. Both worked full-time jobs, and to make things manageable, they divided everything: chores, rent, groceries, and even cooking schedules. It wasn't always perfect, but their friendship made it work. Joe, though a bit lazy at times, was juggling more than just work. He was also studying, trying to build a better future for himself. John, on the other hand, was laser-focused on his career. His efforts soon paid off when he received a promotion at work. It was a proud moment, but that pride quietly began turning into arrogance. John started seeing the world differently. He began to think, why am I still sharing this space and responsibilities? I earn enough now. I don't need to split chores or live with someone who can't keep up. The small inconveniences he once ignored in Joe became irritants. His patience started thinning, and his mind slowly drifted toward a decision. He would ask Joe to move out. He didn't want to live with someone who, in his eyes, wasn't pulling their weight anymore. Then came a Friday. It was Joe's turn to handle everything at home: cooking, laundry, cleaning. But that day, John came home earlier than usual. He was exhausted and starving, expecting a hot meal or at least a clean kitchen. But the house was silent, untidy, and Joe was nowhere to be found. John called him once, twice, three times. No answer. And in that silence, his frustration exploded. He convinced himself that Joe was avoiding the chores on purpose, maybe even manipulating the situation so John would do everything himself. Boiling with anger, John marched to the washroom to cool off. But in his rage, he didn't notice the hand wash spilled on the floor. One careless step, and he slipped. His head slammed against the wall, and the world went black. Hours later, John woke up in a hospital bed, dazed and in pain. Through his blurred vision, he saw someone talking to the doctor. It was Joe, concerned, asking detailed questions about John's health. Joe had taken days off from work and college to look after him, staying by his side, feeding him, doing his laundry, changing his clothes, making sure he was okay. All the chores, all the care, without a complaint. A few days later, another blow came. John received a call from work. His promotion was revoked, and he was let go from his position. Everything he had been proud of, everything he thought defined his worth, gone in a moment. And yet Joe stayed, helping him, supporting him, just as he always had. That's when it hit John. He had been so blinded by success and ego that he failed to see the value of someone who was always there. He judged Joe for being imperfect, forgetting that loyalty and compassion are worth far more than ambition alone. That day, John learned one of life's hardest lessons: never let arrogance ruin your relationships. And true success is making valuable relationships as assets, because sometimes the quietest actions teach the loudest lessons. He also learned that only your lowest moments reveal who truly cares, and one should never take loyalty for granted. He also got a life lesson that don't let assumptions cloud your judgment. Joe was juggling work and studies, and while he appeared lazy, he was doing his best. People carry silent burdens. Don't be quick to assume or label them. And we should never judge someone's struggles from the surface, because at the end of the day, it's not the title you hold or the money you make. It's the people who stand by you when everything falls apart that truly matter.